Today we got DC's Trinity, Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman taking on Marvel's Big Three, Iron Man, Captain America, and Thor. Who comes out on top? Let's find out. The DC Trinity are DC's three most iconic and popular superheroes, as well as the core members of the Justice League, Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman. Superman is arguably the most powerful hero in the Justice League and possibly on Earth. He's strong enough to defeat Doomsday, battle against beings like Darkseid, and has even managed to move the Earth and destroy moons with his attacks. Clark is also durable enough to take attacks on villains like Despero and Mongol, survive the collision between two planets, and he also possesses superhuman speed, being able to move at faster than the speed of light. And as if that wasn't enough, he's also got heat vision as hot as the sun and freeze breath. While Batman doesn't have any superhuman abilities, he's actually one of the most powerful and dangerous men on Earth, and the chief strategist for the Justice League. Bruce is in peak physical condition, and is one of the world's best fighters, being a master in 127 different forms of martial arts, and knowing over 400 ways to injure a man without killing him. He also always carries around an extensive arsenal, complete with batarangs, explosives, EMPs, smoke and flash pellets, a grappling gun, and plenty of other weapons and gear. Wonder Woman has superhuman strength on par with Superman and Shazam, which has actually helped to move the Earth before alongside of Clark and Martian Manhunter. She's durable enough to take attacks from Darkseid and Ares, and is one of the fastest heroes in the DC universe. Wonder Woman is also one of the greatest warriors and best fighters on Earth, mostly because of her centuries of fighting experience and her overwhelming power and strength. On top of that, Wonder Woman has also been gifted with an indestructible lasso, a magical sword that can cut down the molecular level, and bracelets that are capable of deflecting Darkseid's Omega beams. So that's what we got in one corner: Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman. A truly powerful team. But entering the ring, Marvel's Big Three: Thor, Iron Man, and Captain America. Marvel's Trinity, otherwise known as the Big Three, are some of Marvel's most iconic and popular heroes, as well as the core members of the Avengers: Iron Man, Captain America, and Thor. Iron Man will be given his bleeding edge armor in this fight, which is powerful enough to battle against a possessed Thor, rogue with the powers of Hulk, and absolutely manhandle the Red Hulk. Is even taking blasts from beings like Final Form Ultron and Emma Frost with half of the Phoenix Force. It's also able to create any possible weapon that Tony can imagine, such as repulsor rays, unibeams, missiles and lasers, miniature cluster bombs, homing lasers, multidirectional repulsors, microscopic telepathic tasers, and sonic weapons. Then Tony's also an absolute genius, and is one of the smartest people on the planet. Captain America is in peak physical condition, and is really as strong, fast, and durable as any human one day could be. He's strong enough to lift multiple tons, is durable enough to casually jump from airplanes, and he's fast enough to actually see bullets coming his way. Steve is an excellent fighter as well, and is especially skilled with his indestructible vibranium shield, which has easily taken attacks from Hulk, Thor, and others. Then, finally, Thor. He's one of the most powerful heroes on Earth, and is physically able to crack planets with his blows, battle against Silver Surfer, Hulk, and Gore the God Butcher, and is durable enough to survive inside the sun, withstand the pressure of 20 planets. Then Mjolnir grants him an array of incredible powers, like weather manipulation, matter manipulation, force fields, energy absorption, energy blast, and even more powerful attacks like the God Blast. So who wins? Well, let's break it down. Now, what I really like about this fight is that while it will obviously break down into Superman versus Thor, Batman versus Captain America, and Iron Man versus Wonder Woman, Each of these fights are incredibly important in their own way. Because if either Superman or Thor are able to take the other one down quickly, then they'll be able to jump all over the other team and lead their respective team to victory just through their sheer power. They're the mightiest ones here. No way around it. The Iron Man vs. Wonder Woman fight is important here as well, because they'll be able to provide some much needed backup to the Superman or Thor, and could be the one that slightly pushes their team to victory. Even the Batman vs. Captain America fight is important too, because while Cap isn't going to do much to either Superman or Wonder Woman, Batman can pitch in against Iron Man. They'll also be able to provide some much needed leadership and a possible strategic or tactical advantage. So that being said, what about Batman vs. Captain America? Well, this is definitely the most low-stakes mini-fight in this bigger fight, but it's one of the most hotly debated contests among fans everywhere. On one hand, Captain America is physically superior to Batman, and on top of that, has the perfect offensive and defensive weapon in his virtually unbreakable shield. And Cap and the shield are insane together. He said it's as much as part of him as his right arm. He even understands the most microscopic imperfections in the shield, how to compensate for them, and says that absolute connection between them is what makes him so formidable. And Steve isn't just dangerous with the shield in a close combat situation, but can also throw it with absolutely unparalleled accuracy. He's able to flick a lighter on and off with the shield, and has an amazing technical mind to perform ricochet shots all over the place. On top of that, he can just use it to block most all incoming attacks. Steve also definitely has a skill to tangle with Batman, having fought against Black Panther, Wolverine, Taskmaster, Daredevil, Iron Fist, and Shang-Chi in the past. However, Batman is still more skilled than Cap, as Bruce has got a level of skill that few street levelers can compete with. He's perfected every known fighting discipline, knows every pressure point in the human body. He reportedly knows 400 ways to take a man down without killing him. Bruce has also got an insane assortment of weapons at his disposal, ranging from cryo pellets, various gases, smoke pellets, light explosives, electrical attacks, which are things that Captain America really has no counter for. And that's just scratching the surface of everything that Batman is packing. However, at the end of the day, I really think this fight could come down to a stalemate. I mean, both sides are bringing important assets to the fight, and it really makes sense for either one to come out on top. I mean, Batman even said in a crossover that either one could win and beat the other, but would take a very long time to do so. And that's ultimately the most important thing here. It'll take a long time for a winner to come out on top. And on top of that, both of these guys are street level heroes, and even when one wins, they won't really be able to contribute much in a fight against someone like Superman or Thor. Speaking about Superman versus Thor, who will come out in that fight? Well, Superman versus Thor is arguably an even more iconic matchup than Batman versus Captain America. And there's a reason for that. Superman is easily strong enough to injure Thor with his punches, considering he's gone up against Wonder Woman, Martian Manhunter, Shazam, Doomsday, Despero, Mongol, even Darkseid. He's durable enough to take attacks from Thor, as once again, taking attacks from Doomsday, Despero, Darkseid, planetary collisions, supernovas, and black holes. And on top of that, he is so much faster than the big guy that it's not even funny. Moving in nanoseconds and keeping up with the Flash, Professor Zoom, and Superboy Prime. On the other hand, Thor is able to injure Superman as well, especially since he's got Mjolnir. Thor has arguably shown a high level of striking power throughout the years with that hammer, cracking moons, smashing planets, and normal strikes or throws have injured Galactus and the Phoenix Force. He's able to take attacks from Superman, considering he's taking attacks from Surtur, Thanos, Odin, Celestials, Zeus, and even a weapon that was designed to kill every god in the universe. Thor has a lot more versatility, with weather manipulation, energy absorption, matter manipulation, dimensional portals, and teleportation, and even has magical attacks, specifically his lightning, which is able to knock out the Hulk and Juggernaut, injure the Void, and kill Fenris. The wolf prophesied to kill Odin. Bottom line, once again, Superman and Thor would battle it out for a long time. There's not going to be an easy or quick victory in this fight. That means this whole big battle, it all depends upon Iron Man versus Wonder Woman. Whoever comes out on top here, they should be able to help sway the tide in their team's favor and lead their group to victory. So what will happen here? Well, for starters, I don't want to undersell Iron Man in this fight. In his bleeding edge armor, he's strong enough to stagger the Hulk on multiple occasions, beat the Red Hulk, brawl with Taurus, and go up against Magneto when Magneto was amped with the gravitational fields of several planets. Tony's also durable enough to take attacks from a possessed Thor, from Rogue with the powers of Hulk, from Colossus with the powers of Juggernaut, from upgraded version of the Destroyer armor. He's even survived inside Odin's Forge, and taken blasts from Final Form Ultron, Phoenix Force Emma Frost, and the Hood's attack with the Infinity Gauntlet. His weapons have staggered Hulk and Mangog, one-shot Ulick on several occasions, knocked down Dark Phoenix Cyclops, and killed Terminus. Basically, Iron Man shouldn't be undersold. You can actually make a compelling argument for him being a high-tier character. Granted, he's definitely on the lower end of high tier, but high tier nonetheless. But even with that being said, and with Tony Stark being given his proper due, Wonder Woman is still coming out on top here. I just don't see a reasonable way that Iron Man can win. I mean, Diana has been called one of the few people on Earth who can move a planet by hand, and she's helped to pull the Earth before, helped to pull the moon, and held strong against a force that was powerful enough to create worldwide earthquakes. She's fast enough to have caught both Flash and Zoom, block Omega beams and heat vision, and Batman even considers her to be faster than Superman when it comes to reaction time and reflexes in a fight. Wonder Woman has even taken punches from Superman being sent from the sun to the earth, light speed and infinite mass punches from Zoom that sent her flying all over the planet, and taken thermonuclear missiles or attacks from the Void Hound pretty much like they were nothing. So no question, she is way more physically superior than Iron Man. She's also a much better fighter than Tony, having centuries of fighting experience, and has magical weapons that should be able to decimate his suit of armor, like a sword that can cut down to the molecular level, or bracelets that can block Omega beams. And it'll be able to block anything that Iron Man tries to send her way. End of the day, Wonder Woman is beating Iron Man pretty much every single time here. So where do we go from there? Well, as powerful as Thor is, there's no way they'll be able to come out on top in a 2-on-1 fight against both Superman and Wonder Woman. There's just no way. And as soon as they take down Thor, well, that fight is all over. Yes, Captain America will still stand strong and still try and fight, because that's just who he is, but it doesn't matter. He's not coming out on top in a 3-on-1 fight against the DC Trinity. That's absolutely insane. Even if you mix up the numbers here and put Thor versus Wonder Woman and Superman versus Iron Man, well, the same exact thing happens. Yes, Thor probably will be able to eventually take Diana down, but there's no way they will beat her before Clark defeats Tony. Then we end up in the same situation all over again. It's official. DC Trinity is coming out on top here. The DC Trinity, Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman, win. But what do y'all think? I would love to hear your thoughts. Sound off in the comments down below. Also, be sure to hit that like button, the subscribe button, turn on notifications to join the DanCo army. and I will see you next time.